Well, hello there, guys. Welcome back to Strategic Command World War I. By the way, I just want to say during this difficult time, I'm sure by the time this episode comes out, the whole coronavirus thing is still going to be going on. Hope you're all staying safe, and I hope everybody at least enjoys these episodes to kind of get away from that difficult reality. That being said, folks, definitely Tortuga is making his push, without a doubt. He broke through Serbia here. He is pushing deep into Austria-Hungary. So we're going to actually have to fall back to Debrecen, and I think try and stop him here, try and put a stop to him here. But it's not going to be easy, and I think the worst is coming, for sure, because he has actually broken through. And once the enemy breaks through at this point, it becomes very difficult as the Central Powers to hold on. What we're going to try to do, though, he hasn't done much over here in the north, so I'm either going to transfer a lot of these troops. I think that's what I'll do, is try and transfer them to the Western Front, because he's also broken through an integral part of the Western Front. And we can actually seal that up now, thankfully, by doing that. So we brought over the 1st Reserve Corps. We're also going to try to go ahead and reinforce these units, and thankfully we can reinforce some of them still. We still have some national morale points, and we'll try to grab a few more by winning some victories, of course. But he absolutely lost a lot of men here, many men dying running over the trenches, but they managed to break through. And again, this is my main concern, is the fact that he has actually managed to get through this area with his troops. But it also makes me think maybe we can just start attacking Belgrade. No, I don't think so. I think we need to start pulling back from this front or sending units over. Alright, guys, so I think what we can do here actually to try and stop the damage is we're going to shift the front. Yeah, we're going to shift an entire front. It's not easy, but it has to be done. So here's what we're going to do. We actually have a unit that is going to be able to take this place. The problem is we won't be able to reinforce many of these units that do need reinforcing, especially in areas like Tarnov. So I'm going to see if this guy from Katowice can actually just get to Tarnov himself. We'll go ahead and get the guy from Krakow here. I'm also going to attack that Russian army. I will try to attack again because I think we are pretty desperate at this point. We could probably get a kill if we get in there, but it also means the death of our forces. So I'm not so sure I want to do it. Unfortunately, we can't get here from Katowice. What we can do is move over here. I'm going to go for it. I don't care. I think it's worth it. We forced him back. Now at this point, we need to go ahead and fill in the gaps on the front lines. So let's just shift. We'll get this unit at Katowice here. We need to get somebody to fill in this gap. And we might need to bring over an additional German troop again from this front. We've got a lot of room to spare here. But do we have the rail power to get here? Yes, we do. So we're going to take the Reserve Corps, spend 18 to operationally move it. And I'm going to fill in the gap right there at the front. Or not just at Krakow. Maybe we could put it somewhere else, actually. No, I think it's going to go right here. It's just the best place to put him, and hopefully we can destroy that army. Now, he did retreat back, but I wonder if that's him right there. If I could send somebody through to attack, I would, but it doesn't look like that's going to be possible. Nonetheless, any chance I get here to do some damage to these badly damaged Russian armies, I want to try and take it. I would even love to attack over here. It's just not going to really make much of a difference for us. Let's max reinforce there. We are continuing to research things. I believe we got entrenchment finished, but we still have so much that is suffering, of course, that needs to be worked on. And hopefully what we can do is knock out some of the enemy ships here with our subs. And maybe, just maybe, get a few national morale points that way. I don't know if the Bulgarians will ever join us till the end of this conflict. 71%, still quite a ways to go. And we are trying to make it to 1916. That's the goal. It's not a very difficult goal, I don't think, so I'm going to try to achieve it. And I'm definitely bringing all of my subs back, because I know he's got ships here. And again, I really want to try and get some kills, grab some national morale points. He tried to attack the Wolf Pack several times and failed pretty badly. Didn't manage to really do any damage, although I worry that now the Wolf Pack is not nearly as prepared here. It looks like his destroyers are doing quite well, so maybe I should not have moved over there because he looks quite comfortable in his current position. I'm not even going to move that destroyer. Over here, though, we could start heading west. Start repairing some of these ships, perhaps, and bring them to combat over there in the west. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to start bringing some of these ships for repair. and I really would love to attack the Russians. Starting to think it might be a good idea to just go ahead and do a Russian attack. We want to fill in these gaps, though. That's going to be important. So for now, let's go ahead, get up here. Get up here. I'm simply going to reinforce this unit to max reinforcements. Again, I think our best chance of any sort of a breakthrough here. Another thing I think is really cool about this particular turn is in the Middle East, specifically Egypt. You have no idea how many Anzac troops were sacrificed here by Tortuga Power. Now, he didn't lose any actual entire units, but he sent wave after wave after wave of his troops here, and it really reminded me of actually Gallipoli, and this is exactly where I believe Gallipoli happened. Is it over here? No, it has to be maybe. I think Gallipoli actually happened over here. Shame on me. In Anatolia. Maybe somebody can tell us in the comments down below, but this is like our version of Gallipoli right now. So what I'm going to do is actually move back. I'm bringing in the Marines, and I'm hoping the Marines will have even more luck against the enemy. But unfortunately, he does have defensive artillery, and I don't know how the Marines are going to fare against that. At the very least, we can keep on putting some pressure on his units here, try to reinforce our Turkish units, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to do much. And over here in Iraq, he's doing his absolute best to stop us from breaking through Basra. What I'm going to try to do, though, is take Kuwait, get that secondary supply. It's not a lot, but let's face it, we've got to take what we can get in this battle. We really do. You know, we've been beaten back pretty bad, so at the very least, to try and get us to 1916, I think we're going to have to do some pretty crazy moves here, some pretty out-there moves, really. Let's see, this army, there's really not much else they can do. Let's just continue moving. Actually, we left, our Batun is here. There's no way we're going to take that. Trying to see if we can do anything about this front. But I think the Bulgarians are unfortunately going to be breaking through, excuse me, the Bulgarians, the Yugoslavs are going to be breaking through, the Serbs are going to be breaking through the south here, almost certainly. So I'm trying to see what I can do to mitigate that, and there's not too much. We'll at least try to pinch this unit. Doesn't seem too strong, and I actually want to save that city of Ragusa. So I did force his unit back, and there are mountains here. Hopefully the mountains will be able to actually stop them from moving forward from Albania. I really hope so. I'm also going to take this sub and just go hunting, really. Just go hunting for anything. And look at that. We do have enemy contact, but again, since he spotted us first, we don't get that attack. We've got to potentially bring some subs back. It is going to take our subs away here, but we can actually stay, continue raiding. Unfortunately, once again, he's got more ships here. All it lets me know, though, is if we can get enough submarines back, we can actually go ahead and destroy these guys and get a little national morale boost. He's also got his own submarines, of course, raiding our coastline, or maybe just hunting for us. I'm not sure. Maastricht, pretty much anywhere along the Western Front. I want to make sure we are at full strength. He's not going to break through. We're stopping him at Metz. He did an amazing push. He really did. But I think we can hold. I really hope so anyway. So we're going to do everything here. Let's go to research, see how that's doing. Infantry weapons still have a way to go. Infantry warfare as well. We just didn't reach those developments as quickly as he did, which certainly would have helped. Even command and control would be helpful here, but I actually want to save my MPP, and the reason being we need more units. There's no doubt about it. So let's get some more core. The more core, the better. Even a detachment will help. So I'll bring detachments as well. And as for Austro-Hungarians, they're completely out of national morale points. It's going to be very hard to save them, as it were. I don't see what we're going to be able to do to make that happen. Crossing a river would be tough for him. So you know what? We might be better off pulling back to Mostar. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Now, he might take Sarajevo back, which would be huge. In fact, I think he will take Sarajevo back, but we have no choice. We can at least hopefully save Budapest until we get to 1916. That's really going to be the ticket here. All right, guys. I think I'll end the turn there. Hope you guys enjoyed. There are some Russian ships over here which we might consider attacking. Again, we did a tremendous amount of damage. I think we pretty much destroyed the Russian Navy here in the north. Either that or he just retreated them up here to the Gulf of Bothnia or even close to the Gulf of Finland near Lake Ladoga, biggest lake in Russia. And if that's the case, then, you know, that's fine. Not going to really affect us too much. But I am concerned about the Western Front. I'm more concerned about that Southeastern Front. That's where the fall of our Central Powers is really going to begin. I think we can pretty much hold on here for a while. Another thing I didn't realize, but I saw on the turn replay, was that he has quite a few bomber detachments here. Now, thankfully, our own planes, these guys right here, the Metz fighters, have done a great job at stopping his bombers from doing any serious damage. But he's also got a lot of artillery here, and he's just been pounding away at this Western Front. So part of me is thinking maybe we should go ahead and attack here, weaken these forces. But I just don't think we can really afford to do that at the moment. What I will do is I will move this artillery piece here because I want him to attack these infantry units here and hopefully lose quite a lot of men on the front lines here. We could break through to Warsaw, but of course it's going to be a real challenge to do that. Let's just take a look. I'm trying to see if I want to take this risk. And all we're really going to do, I think, is anger him if we attack here. But you know what? We have no choice. We've got to go for it. We've got to go for it. So let's attack. Yeah, did not go well for us. Did not go well for us. I'm not even going to switch these guys out. I'm going to hold my position and hope for the best. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. We'll catch you on the next episode.